Okay, so here's the goal. I think is what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna try to do 30 seconds of plank. Then right away, we're gonna transition to side plank and go to 30 seconds right there. And then right away, we're gonna go to 30 seconds in the middle again, and then we're gonna go 30 seconds on the side again. Crazy. We can take like a little micro break between all these just to set up, but we're gonna try to go as quickly as we can through all the planks. Make sense? The speakers are up and I can hear them when test. Oh no, she can hear when testing them, but she can't hear me now. I wonder if she does have us on mute, because you can mute people. She may need to check the top and see if she has us on mute. Yeah. No, nothing. Okay, I'm going to start with plank, and Ms. Michael is going to see if she can help Haley get some sound. Going to sign in with iPhone. Okay, you'll try iPhone. If it doesn't work, maybe my but we'll do okay for a moment if we need to be. Okay, so I got my phone here so we can time it. We're going to start with a 30 seconds in elbow plank. So I'm going to get where you can see.
Would you mind doing it?
Okay, we're here. Are you ready, Miss Hannah? Miss Hannah is up for the challenge. I'm ready. Okay. On our marks. Get set. Go. So you're gonna have your hands down on the ground. You're on your elbows. You want to be in a straight line with not too high bump, not too low. If you're feeling this is super crazy, you can put your knees down, but just have a super strong core. We're already halfway there. Keep it going. Almost done, almost done. Then we're gonna go right into the side plank. Great. Okay, calm down. Here we go. We're gonna face the side. You're gonna go on your elbow. You can put one foot in front of the other so that it's nice and balanced. And we're gonna start arm up. Get set. Go. We're gonna stretch our arm up, I think, because it looks nicer. It's also a little harder, so that's great. Okay. Wow, this one feels like it's taking a long time. First one was easy. This one's not so easy. Or maybe this side is just weaker for me than the other side. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, switch sides, switch sides. No, we said we do center. Center, yeah. Okay, center, face the other direction. We'll go center. On your mark, get set, go. Great. I hope you guys are suffering. I'm suffering. This is really hard. I wasn't expecting this to be a challenge, honestly, but it is. So sometimes it's like that with the plank. Great. Thank you, Madeline. Thank you. 3,
How are you typing at the same
2,
time?
1. Whew. Okay, other side. Okay. Here we go, other side. I think for the plank, it's just that since it's a total body move, it uses like your core, but it also uses all the stabilizing muscles everywhere in your body. It just depends if you're feeling tired or if you've been feeling strong lately. It feels totally different day to day. So it's okay if you're suffering like I'm suffering. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Great. That's great. Okay, so Haley's in. Awesome. Okay. Thanks, Madeline, for sending that in. Okay, great. Now that our core is super warm, we're going to go into a nice floor warm up. So some people have done something with like this with me before, and some people might be new, but it's a really fun thing to do, and basically you get to roll around on the floor, so that's great. I'm going to move this because I don't like where it is. Great. So So we're gonna start lying on the floor in a big S. And we're basically gonna stay in this spot. So if you have this much space around you, you should be good. We're gonna start with the right arm and draw a big circle all the way around, through the front of your legs and then back down. We do that one more time. Draw a big circle. This time instead of going all the way down, we're gonna try to balance on our side. Like a long line, like this. From there, you curl into a tiny ball. Stretch out to a huge starfish. You're just making different shapes. And then we curl into a tiny ball again. On our back this time. And then open all the way up. Same thing on the left. We start with the other hand. Reach, make a big circle. Draw it all the way around. We make one more circle, draw all the way around, and then this time we balance on our side. Balancing on the side. Curl into a tiny ball on your side. Stretch into a starfish on your side. Then curl into a tiny ball on your back. Then we open up into the X. Very nice. So every time that you're in the starfish, you want to stretch both hands and legs up as much as possible. And in the balls, you want to try to get really nice and small, and you want to relax your muscles a little bit. So you don't want to be like super crazy with your shoulders up, that kind of small. You just want to be like a relaxed little baby kind of small. Does that make sense? So don't squeeze your shoulders. That will never help anyone. Two ab circles, two of the circles on each side. So we're going to draw the circle once. Draw it and then go down to the side. There we go. In, out, in, down. Then we start the other side. One circle, two circle, slide, in, out, in, down. Yeah? Okay. I don't know if you guys have been doing a lot of live streams, but I'm going to try, because people told me it works better, not to talk during the exercise. So I'll count you in, like I'll try to shout as loud as I can, or maybe use my hands to count you in. But once we start the exercise, I won't talk, and then I won't talk right after I turn off music either, so that you guys won't have a lag. So just be prepared. It might seem like I'm being quiet for a long time, but it's on purpose. A good first try. It was really nice. If you noticed after doing the plank, you still have to really use your ab muscles. In fact, I usually call those circles ab circles. We're going to do it one more time, especially for those of you who've done it before. Really be thinking about that stretch and starfish. And then for the ball on the ends in our back, I actually call that the turtle ball. And for the turtle ball, you want your elbows to be on the inside of your knees. So when you're on your back, it's like you're trying to pull through. You can see my face trying to come through there. Hello? Pull through, yeah? So your elbows would try to be on the inside, and you're going to try to get your head off the ground for a little second. You're like a little turtle, yeah? So those two things to think about. Bigger starfish, I actually didn't see a starfish, maybe it was maximum big, but probably it could be bigger. And smaller turtle with the elbows on the inside. There we go. 7, 8. I think our cores are probably nice and fully warm by this point. We're going to move on to the tendu plie, same thing that we did last week on live stream. So I'll go over it. So we're going to start in parallel position. I'm going to stay in parallel the whole time. We start with plie, stretch the arms up. Plie, stretch the arms up. Plie, bring the arms down. Then we have 2 tendus forward. Tendu, close. Tendu, close. I know for the level 1s, we normally put our hands back on our hips, but today we're just going to leave them long by our sides. It's something that everyone can do together. So long arms during the tendus. Then we start again. Plie, stretch, and plie, arms down. Arms stay long and in, long and in, and down. Stretch your arms, plie, stretch, and then we have to the back, which is new for some people. Just make sure you keep your leg going directly behind you. Don't want to go side or cross. You just want it right behind and in. Then for the last time, we have the plie up. We go all the way down to small ball. From here, we have 8 counts to roll up. Rolling up slowly, unraveling the arms at the end of the 8. Then we're going to balance. Whoa, don't have good balance today. Balance, we're going to drop one arm, we're going to drop the other arm. We're going to look side to side. Just going to try a couple different things so that we can stay on rise and work our core even more. I think we're just going to do it on the right or on one side and then we'll switch. Great. If you don't know the exercise very well, don't worry about it. Just follow along with me. Try to do it at the same time as me. It's not very fast. So if you're watching me and following along, you'll probably be able to do most of it.
Who's to say what's impossible they forgot? This love keeps spinning each new day. I can feel a change in everything, and as the surface reflections fade, but in some ways it won't stay the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity. I want to turn everything upside down.
Okay, great. We're going to do it on the other side, and as we do, I'll tell you some things to think about. So just reviewing, so we have the plie. Remember when you plie, this is for all levels. Every one of you, I've seen you do this. Make sure that you don't let your knees go in. They have to track over your toes, okay? Grab your parent off the couch, get them to check. They can tell, is it in or is it straight? You can keep your legs straight, plie, down, and then we have other side. Our arms are long. Same thing, plie, stretch to the side. Check your heel Make sure it's not showing, so you can barely see my foot there. But basically, we don't want the heel part to be showing, we want to be showing the top of our foot in parallel. In, parallel. In, then the last time we plie stretch to the back, hopefully doing a really good job of tracking right behind you. And then we go all the way down to the small ball, which is great. We roll up, unraveling our arms, and we balance. Drop those hands, we're gonna look side to side, then we're gonna try to look up. If I'm feeling really balancy, I might try to do a head circle on rise, like I did when I was teaching some of the students on Monday, and it went really great. I was super pro, so you might wanna try doing that with me. It's very challenging. Great. Okay, everyone is still hearing good? That's great.
I'll share this love out with you. We'll sing and dance tomorrow. Just so I don't want this feeling to go away. I can do everything, I can try. And as I roll along, I begin to fly. Things are always just what they seem. I want to turn over you inside. I'll find the things they say, just give me time. I'll share this love out with you.
So I didn't really quite have my balance that good. I couldn't really do the head roll on rise, but at least I tried. If anyone did get their parent to check if they have their knees tracking over their toes, please comment in the comments that you did it, because I want to know. I want to know. Great. We're already at 20 after. Let's go to shifts. So we're going to do shifts. Somewhat like we did last time, we might add a little stretch at the end. So, hands on the hips version. You go shifting forward, then you go straight back. Then we have a low gallop, add some excitement, low gallop and shift. Then you reverse it, you go back and forward, low gallop and shift. The whole thing can also go to the side. You go side and back. And low gallop, shift, other way, side and side, low gallop, shift, okay? We're going to do that 2 times through. So front, back, side, side. Miss Hannah is gonna have her hands on her hips, and she's going to be demonstrating for those of you who have never done this before, like maybe some level 1s. Just keep your hands on your hips. There's a lot to work on for the legs. For the level 2s or 3s, we're going to be crossing our arms as we shift. Yes. We start with our arms out. On the first shift, we cross, then we open, then we cross, gallop, open. We cross, open, cross, gallop, open. Same thing, arms to the side, open, cross, gallop, open, other way, cross, open, cross, gallop, open. From here, once we're done, we get twice through, so that's going to be a long time. We'll do the whole thing, then we'll do it again. We're going to do a nice side stretch. So this whole time you've been in parallel, you're going to step out in rotation with your feet to the side in second. We'll do a nice stretch, and then center, and side, and then back up. Then we'll go the other way, side, and center, and side, and back up. Once we're done that, we're going to do a nice rise all the way up and balance and finish. Yeah. Okay, we're doing good. Louder. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm also further away than I usually am. Okay, we'll try to talk louder. So plan right now is to do the shifting exercise twice through. Then we end with a stretch. Oh yeah, I have to change the song. This did not work. Live. Great. I hope you were really shifting and moving as much as you can within your small space. We're going to do it again. This time you're going to just start with the other foot. So for me, this foot. Oh, Madeline gave a thumbs up. That's so nice. We're going to go on this foot first, and then go backwards. And as you can see, now this time I'm going towards the mirror first, and then back, and then I go towards bars. So we're going to still do the same thing. We're going to go twice through. And then once we get to the end, we have 8 counts to settle ourselves. We'll do the stretch in the other direction. If you guys are feeling like you need to be challenged, take a wide second. Instead of a small one, take a wide second and really work your lunges in the side curves. It gets your legs really nice. And so if you have your second too small, you're just not going to get as much work there. So take a really big one, bigger than you normally would, and work the legs. Yeah, so that's an option if you want more challenge. Okay, so that was a good one to get our legs warmed up. It's actually a really good ankle strengthener. You might think that your ankles are really strong, but moving back and forth in parallel is actually very challenging in the ankles. That's why sometimes you feel a little bit wobbly when you go backwards. It's because the size of your ankles needs some strengthening. And I definitely felt that when I was going backwards. It's like, ooh, I need a little more shifting backwards. We're going to do, think we're gonna skip the triplets. We're gonna go to the grand battement because we really did warm up our legs a fair bit. So let's move on to the grand battement. There's a lot of star steps in this class, that's okay. So we start with a star step. You start on one side, you go. Open, open, close, close. You have two, open, open, close. And then you're going to reach your leg forward. We'll turn into parallel. Battement, close, battement, close. We start again. The same arm starts. Open, open, close, close, open, open, close, close. This time it's the back foot. Well, it's the same foot. Right now it's behind. You reach it up and down and up and down. Yeah. Then we'll start on the other side. Open, open. This is your other side. And it's the back leg that comes through to battement. Stretch, down, stretch, and down. Starting on the same side, backwards. And then it's the back leg that battement. So we go up and down, up and down. So last thing you guys asked me, can I let my chest go down during my battement? The answer is yes and no. So you don't want to drop to the floor and you don't want to let your upper body curve. But it still should be as stretched as possible, but if it moves forward, that's okay. You don't want it to move downwards. That makes sense? So if it moves a bit forward to make some space, that's a good way to think about it. Yeah. So a little bit forwards is okay. Going forwards into downwards, not so okay. Make sense? If you have been doing star steps for a really long time, please stretch the top of your fingertips and really express the développé of the arm. Instead of going super pokey, you want to express the développé. But it goes for everybody. The more stretchy, the better. For this one, we're going to do one side, forward, one side, pop my back, then we'll switch right away. One side forward, one side pop my back, right? So we have 2 star steps, forward, forward. 2 star steps, backwards, backwards. 2 star steps, forward, forward. 2 star steps, backwards, backwards. And then we're done. No stretch at the end, no rise at the end, nothing. Okay. I don't have a song for this. I don't think we have time to do that again. It was funny. Oh, Miss Hannah. Oh, okay. Okay. I think it looks great. I was looking at her through the corner of the webcam there. I was thinking that looks great. Looks great. We're gonna move on to some warm-up jumps. We did this. Maybe it's just funny seeing Miss Hannah do modern in general.
I'm trying to let go of the ballet posture and it's coming out very awkward.
Let's do warm-up jumps. So as Miss Christy N suggested, we do our jumps in circles. So we have more time, or not more time, more space. If you want to keep your hands on your hips, you can. So maybe Miss Hannah will demonstrate that. So hands really nice and tight there. If you want to keep them down by your sides, that's fine too. We're gonna go in a big circle around ourselves for 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, coming back to your spot. Once you get back to your spot, you're gonna do 4 quick sautés. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna turn to the back. To the back, saute. Turn to back to the front, saute. Then you start the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn to the back. Turn to the front. Yeah? Keep a strong core. Make sure when you're turning and you land, you don't land with wacky knees. You want to try to land that same way that we warmed up in our plie, which is knees over toes. That protects us from injury, hopefully. Great. I think we'll go through it twice. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn. Then we'll go the other way. Then we'll go the first way. Then we'll go the second way. By the end, Miss Hannah and I will be able to breathe. It'll be terrible, but it will help us work on stamina. Oh yes, I was going to say for turning, when you do the turning saute, turn consistently the same way. That's okay. We're all in our own spaces, in our own rooms. I'm not going to stress about which way to turn. I'm only going to stress about making sure that my core is engaged and my knees are over my toes. If we were all in the room together, maybe I'd be more picky, but it's fine. Oh, she was copying me when I was explaining the exercise. You were copying me. Yeah, I guess that was the funny part.
Oh, and the what not to do. Demonstration. Okay.
You're wrecking it. Break a lot. The thing. Why did you not do this? Use what to?
As you can see, I really didn't worry about which way to turn because I changed my mind halfway through which way we were turning, but that's okay. As long as you keep your core engaged and tracked your knees or your toes, I think we did too. We're good to go. We have a couple more minutes. I think we can come back to the combo that we did last week, maybe after spring break. But for today, we might do what I call the balloon improv. It's really fun. Unfortunately, we won't be able to do it with music because it seems like Zoom can't handle me talking and music at the same time. So that's a little unfortunate. But it's especially fun to improvise when you're by yourself. So this is a great time to just actually totally commit to the exercise and just not worry what anyone is thinking because no one is watching you because they can't. So how we start this is we're going to all imagine that we're a huge balloon, and you can imagine that you're connected to all your friends too. And then together we make a huge balloon, and we're going to start by breathing and pushing air in and out of the balloon. After a while, we'll break away from that and we'll start doing some more interesting things with the balloon. But for now, we're just going to start with that image. So here we go. Huge balloon. And I'm going to push all the air out. Balloon back up. Inhale. Huge. And push the air out. And fill it back up. Really big balloon. One more time, pushing out. And fill it up. And we're going to try squishing the balloon low. Fill it up again. Two more like this. Push all the air out. And imagine it filling up again, this time even bigger. One more push out. And filling up. And your balloon's gonna float up. And we're gonna let the balloon take us for a little walk. It's super big. And you take your balloon and make big circles with your balloon. Try never to forget where it is. You're actually imagining that it's there. Works on your focus. You're going to keep imagining it. Huge circles with it. And shrinking the balloon small again. And open it up. Huge balloon, huge balloon, huge balloon. And floating around in the circles again. Circles. And wherever you are, blowing all the air out again. And huge balloon again. And you're gonna let your balloon go for a little ride. We're just gonna be catching our balloon wherever it goes. And your balloon gets crazier and crazier. Make your balloon go side to side. And throw your balloon to something in the room. And wait for it to bounce back. Throw your balloon somewhere in the room. And wait for it to bounce back. And toss. And catch. And toss. And catch. One more toss. Toss. And catch. And melt the balloon this time all the way to the floor. All the way down. Very nice. And roll the balloon back up. All the way up to standing. And right back down again, this time in a different way. However you went down last time, we'll float down differently. Until we're melted. One more time like this, going all the way up. And reaching the balloon up really high. And last melt down in a different way. Maybe you want to melt one side first. And that is where we will end for today for all of our balloon improving. So you can make up your own improv balloon exercise that you can do by yourself. It is for fun, but it's not just for fun. It's also to work on your focus and your imagination, because when you're on stage performing, we have to have a really good sense of how everything we're doing is making an imaginative world for the audience, right? So when I lift the balloon, I want the audience to really feel it. So these are exercises that help us work on our performance quality and our imaginative dancing. Sophia, yeah, definitely you don't hit that. I'm sure your Barbie house is awesome. Okay, I guess we can stop recording and then maybe people can turn on their webcams.
Thanks for a great class, guys.